Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So LSU's will have some work to do after that short return. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it there trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go with the offense, like, bro, we don't need you to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, how did you make that move? He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He got it. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Green. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the running game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year.
Oh, look out, there he goes! He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll try the outside to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. we have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And the Tigers pick up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not...
And that's a live ball. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A little screen to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for room, it's Jackson. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Haas. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's now second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Haas. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying the left side. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On the run, it's Durham. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Back to throw, it's Green. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The corners are walked up tight. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get...
Got some room in under the goal line. They stripped it out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job this time.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to buy time. He looks that one in nicely. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. He's loose at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker. Defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. The give on the inside. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. With the catch, it's Taylor. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Back to the ground game on the left. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. LSU now operating in the red zone. Motion from the offense. On the run, it's Durham. And And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll try to get the first through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. LSU will get a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the court.
Touchdown, LSU! They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Power football with the run.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Trying to get to it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play the wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got loose, it was all over. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're trying to get to it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Green. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.